now. Hang on, it's going to happen. I can feel it. And off we go. Both racers picking up the mushroom, making the jump up to the clouds, and finish the level. Looking good so far. It looked like Call was a little late off the start, but that won't make or break the race. Good early P speed from Horsedad. It's a little tricky on this level. You have to run up the slopes. It's kind of counterintuitive. You think, hey, I run up a slope, I'm going to lose speed, but P speed, it's a very odd mechanic in this game. Horse getting early P speed. Will he waffle jump? No, plays it safe, and I don't blame him there. It's a super risky strat for minimal gain, but missing it will cost you a lot of time. Gets the fast flight up to the whistle. Call takes a hit on the waffle. Is he going to try to clip? Yep. Didn't make it. It's got to go through this slow auto-scroller room to get to Boom Boom's room. Meanwhile, Horsedad takes a damage boost to maintain P speed, making some good jumps on the slopes. Jumps a little early and bounces off the ceiling into the plant. So he's finishing level small. He'll probably re-grab a mushroom in 1/6 right at the beginning here. Call takes the 1/5 damage boost even though he didn't have the tail. Got to be real careful here. Doesn't want to hit the plant. And that slope ceiling is so tricky. You can clip into it at so many different angles, and then it just brings you to a halt and you drop like he did right into that plant. Horsedad nails the Superman jump in 1/6 and moves on to the Hammer Bro. Takes him out no problem. Getting that lucky plant. Fire Flower. Commentator's curse, man. Let's see if Call picks up the mushroom. He does. And we'll go for the Superman. Nails it. Makes it look easy. And Horsedad is on the auto-scroller. The flying airship that every world ends with. Except for 8, of course. But they all present their own variety of hazards. Let's see if he goes for the fire kill here. Very nice. Wonderfully executed. Horsedad finishes World 1 with a time of 3:34. Very respectable World 1 time. The fastest you'll see is around 3:29. I think a 3:28 is possible if you get like all movements of 1 from the Hammer Brother. Say all the things that could go wrong. No, no, no. No, I am unbiased here. I just want a good close race. But as I said, a 3:34 is a very good World 1 time, and he's moving on to the desert. In 2-1, which has some tricky jumps. That fire snake can get in the way sometimes. Call going for a fire kill. Almost got away from him, but he is successful, and at 4:29 leaves World 1. Oh, it's never over until it's over. Horsedad in 2-2, sliding down the slope to build up momentum. If you get a little too crazy with it, we call that too fast, too furious, and you fly right over the wooden block into that pit, and you can't recover from that. You will die. Nicely done avoiding that. And Call's moving over into 2-1 himself. Well, Horsedad enters the fortress. Very good P-speed setup. And is into the next room. Call wrapping up 2-1. No problems. This fortress has many sections and rooms. But he gets to the boom boom. 5 fireballs later. He's out of here. Call making easy work of 2-2. Jumping the gaps with ease. Two, 3 here. We have an obstacle at the end. We have to knock this shell around to dig a hole down to the pipe. Yeah, Horsedad had a low 52. A 52 in a race is not out of the question for anyone. Alright, now Horstad's in the sun level, where the angry sun literally tries to fly from the sky and burn Mario to a crisp. The Call's PB, last I checked, is a 54-32. Alright, Horsedad could make a split decision here, either playing level 4 or 5. He opts for 5, because his ultimate goal is to avoid the music box Hammer Bro and fight the Hammer Bro. And you can actually tell which is which by the direction they walk after they do their little Hammer Brothers shuffle after the level's over. So they shuffle, and then they walk, and the Hammer Brother walks left, and the music box brother walks to the right. Very useful information that was discovered not that long ago. The pyramid here is a very technical level with these brick walls that you have to knock down. Beautiful finish. Excellently played. Oh, Call had an early hammer but didn't realize it. I was looking over and thought, oh, that bro walked left, and he noticed and went back and got it, and that was a very good call. So Horsedad moving into the airship, and Call dealing with 2-5. Oh well, thank you. I'm also in the tournament and an avid speedrunner of this game, so I have lots to talk about if you want me to. After a screen transition, they'll usually be walking in the other direction. They'll already be turning the other way. Call having a very good pyramid. Very clean, and is ready to move on to the fortress. Or the castle. The airship. That last level. Alright, Horsedad entering the pipe. Take on Morton Koopa. Excellent fire kill setup. Nails it. And with a 929, we'll leave World 2. Horsedad has been so consistent lately. He's on a blazing pace right now. And I expect a good time from him. Nails it. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. All right, World 3 is where things can go sour. But 3-1 is not one of those levels. There's not much to it. Just swim forward, hop over the wall, jump, and then jump again. Sometimes that up pipe can give you some trouble, and that's just not a happy time. Call in Morton's room, going for a jump kill. Has no problems at all, and we'll leave World 2 at 10:40. So that's about a minute 10 lead for Horsedad. Going into 3-2, a very tricky P-speed level. But, like everything else, Horsedad making it look easy. Beautiful 3-2. Those cheap-cheeps have very nasty hitboxes because they can jump up so quickly. They'll bypass the hitbox of Mario's feet and just connect right with the middle of his body, which seems very unfair. 3-3, a very fun level. And he is not slowing down. Call having a great 3-1, while Horsedad enters the fortress, still maintaining a 2-level lead. Decides not to go for third door, and I can't blame him. Call's gonna attempt the P-speed. Jumped a little too soon off that runway, and got kind of a fake P-speed where you get a speed boost, but you don't actually activate it. Recovers nicely, though, and keeps fire, which is important. Horsedad is just cruising through World 3. Uh-oh. He did get a runaway. As you can see, that rightmost Hammer Brother crossed over 3-6, the auto-scroller. So if he doesn't come back after this fight, he's going to have to jump in the hole in 3-6 to close that bridge. Oh, and a stroke of luck. Bro comes back. So now he doesn't have to take a death. He can take out the bro, and the bridge will come down, and he can cross with his cloud. Strangely, I've seen that happen a lot in this tournament. Now, he wants to be careful here. Getting eaten would be a huge time loss and would definitely level the race. But he's fine. He makes it through and we'll move on to 3-9. Call wrapping up the fortress. Got lucky there. The bro did not run away. He could have taken a safe strat and go ahead and play 3-4 to guarantee that he could kill the bro before it runs away. But he took a risk there. So he could... as you can see, he could run away after 3-4. Horsedad jumps the H, which is a moderately hard strat, but he makes it look so easy. Call's blazing through 3-4. Now let's keep an eye on that bro. If he runs right, he's out of luck and he has to take a death. Oh, lucky. That's good. You hate to see bad luck like that. So Call will use his cloud here over to 3-8 while Horsedad enters the airship. Bertha takes a fireball to the face. I'm sorry, Boss Bass. Bertha is the one that swims back and forth within underwater levels and doesn't actually eat Mario. Horsedad appears to be playing freely, no nerves whatsoever. And will be just... I mean, he could win this whole tournament. Let's just come out and say it. Dude is crazy good and crazy consistent. Call bonks against the side of the pike, but makes it up, and he'll move on to the airship. Wendy is a great candidate for a fire kill, because if you have to do the stomps, she starts throwing out rings and jumping up to the top of the ceiling, and you know, it's just a big headache. And I forgot to check his exact exit time, but it looked like a 15:30 something, and that's a killer pace. He's doing so well. Ooh, wow. Call wondering how that bullet slipped in between Mario's head and his hat. That was incredible. I can't even explain how that happened. But anyway, I'm still recovering from that. Horsedad destroying 4-1 and moving on to 4-2. Oh, very swaggy strat. Haven't seen that one. Not lately. There's so many different ways to go about 4-2. Ooh, things getting hairy over in Wendy's room, but manages to take her out without a hit. Finishes at 17:05. Horsedad picks up the cloud. And once you get to World 4, you have some options with the Hammer Bros. Worlds 4 and 5 both have 2 bros that have a P-Wing and a star. And essentially all you need from all 4 of those is just 1 P-Wing. So you kind of have to make some quick decisions and decide how you want to get around these guys. We have a lucky strat, not really a strat, but just a stroke of luck called Boxless, where you're able to avoid the World 4 bros without fighting or using a music box. And nothing really you can do to cause that, it just kind of happens. Horsedad in 4-4, one of my least favorite levels ever. You've got to do these precise Lakitu bounces and then manage to not get whacked in the head by one of these spinies. Call making some risky jumps. His dodging has been out of this world. Horsedad, interesting strat here. Like, he's a man of backup plans. He's talked to me about some strats before, just routing strats. So his goal here, I believe, is to try to get boxless even with an unfavorable pattern. Normally we play 4-6 because it is faster. But if he gets a lucky movement here from the bros, he can get boxless. Ooh, and it didn't happen, unfortunately. Getting P-Speed in 4F2 is... It seems super inconsistent. At least it is for me. But once again, Horsedad just makes it look too easy. Why do you gotta be like that, man? But anyway, he walks over the sleeping bro and enters the castle into a blisteringly fast airship. Don't blink or you'll miss it. And Call is navigating this awful 4-4, avoiding the spiny bombs. Oh, here we have a potential boxless for Call here. Didn't feel comfortable with his timing and took a moment to get the obstacles out of the way and compose himself. Oh, he lost his P speed though, and there's invisible blocks there that will prevent you from just jumping up next to the pipe. Whew. That was a lot of things. All right, got a good movement. He's not out of the woods yet, though. If the bro walks back up to the spot he was just in, he'll still have to either fight or use a box. But getting boxless could be a time saver. Excellent. Very good luck for Call. So in World 5, his goal is to only fight the P-Wing bro. And let's see if Horsedad has another fire kill to pull out of his pocket. I bet he does. Ooh, misses the first two and wisely decides to abort. And at 21:57, we'll leave World 4. Oh, be like what? What am I saying? I'm happy it happened. I want a good race. I naturally want the person who's behind to catch up. Don't you? All right, Horsedad enters 5-1, and the Hammer Bro with the P-Wing is in the bottommost position. So keep your eye on that one and see where it goes. Meanwhile, Call is just struggling to hold on to this airship as it moves at warp speed. 5-2 has a risky bounce there. You miss that and you fall into the pit of sadness, which is just a obstacle-filled course with those ice block throwing beetles and piranha plants, and it's just a bad time for everyone. All right, it looks like the bros switched and then switched back, so P-Wing is still on the bottom. 5F1 is a very fun level. Pretty straightforward. You get to jump through all these fun gaps. Not too hard. Honestly, the hardest thing about that level is the very first jump over the lava pit. Meanwhile, Call takes out Iggy, keeps fire, and... Alright. I believe the bros switched for a third time, so this will be a star. Yep. If the bro goes left, I predict he's going to leave it. And there you go. So what we're going to see is a World 6 fire route from Horsedad, which is something he's talked to me a bit about. Horsedad climbs the tower, and Call making his way through 5-1, taking out the little plants with some well-timed fireballs. All right, as Horsedad finishes up the tower, Call gets a good bounce and will not fall into the pit of sadness. 5-4 is a level with only a couple of enemies, but the real obstacles here are those spinning platforms. Ooh, yeah, I didn't like that bounce. It didn't look like a bounce that could take you all the way to the end, and he wisely hesitated. You have to bounce off the right half of that flying Koopa to make it all the way to the end in one bounce. Beautiful start to 5-5. These upper World 5 levels have a lot of strats that fire aids in. That early P-speed is gettable without fire, but it's just a little more difficult. Call with the beautiful 5F1. Remember, he got boxless, and I haven't been watching his bros, so I'm not sure what order they're in. I feel like this could be the P-Wing. It's not. And again, if the bro goes left, I'm not sure what he'll choose. He's going to chase it down. We have our players high-fiving in separate Hammer Bro fights. Horsedad picking up the music box because he did use his in World 4. Call did not, so he does not have to fight that bro if he doesn't get in the way. 5F2 is a very scary looking level with tiny platforms and lava on the ceiling, complete with downward flying fireballs. Here we have Call climbing the tower to get to Upper World 5. Very, very tricky, technical level with where it's difficult to maintain P-speed. Horsedad doing a top route P-speed get, which don't normally see, but it works out fine for him. He's not giving Call any kind of breathing room. Clouding over 5-9, the auto-scroller, which is a shame because it's such a fun level. But it is the right call. So as he enters the airship, Call moving on to 5-5. Doesn't get the early P speed. But finishes out without a problem. "5-9 is fun. And unfortunately, the music box gets in the way. It's not what he wanted. But that Sky Bro is notorious for doing the opposite of what you need. It's uncanny. I can tell you, anytime I get boxless, I'm never able to dodge that guy. He's just always right there in my way, laughing. That was a beautiful 5-7 though, from Call. Horsedad continuing the fire kills. Oh, not quite though. Roy he can be very aggressive, and there's no exception here. Ooh, and some tight jumps from Call over there. Making me nervous. But losing fire, not a huge deal for Horsedad, unless he gets hit in the Hammer Bro fight. But he will be doing a damage boost in 6F1, which you need 2 power-ups for. But he can grab the leaf out of the box right before the damage boost section. No P-speed in 5-8 for Call. Just trying to safely maneuver, and wow, the dodges. The dodges are so good. no hit for Horsedad, so he's going to try to grab this leaf out of this box so we can run across the spikes. Carefully making his way over. Looking good. Now, if you can take this star all the way to Boom Boom, you get an instant kill. And an upside-down orb. Alright, let's see if he goes for the 6-4 P-speed strat. Looks like it. Doesn't quite get it. But finishes the level out beautifully. Alright, now, the bro that walks to the left is the one with the cloud, and that's the one he wants. The other is a star. Now here, he's going to go for a despawn trick by overloading the sprite count by just moving really fast. And he does it! Something about those ice blocks causes a lot of lag. I think they must be composed of more than one sprite. It's my only guess. I don't know. But by moving really quickly through that section, it's unable to write in the nipper at the top there. Sometimes you can despawn both of them if you carry a block with you. And Horsedad continues to roll here. He's got the cloud, he breaks the rock, and moves on to the second fort. While Call is entering World 6. This gameplay from Horsedad is just... Whew. Is that it? It's layered. I guess because once you pick it up, it starts flashing, and it's... I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable in such things. And Horsedad jumps the big H. And Call will go for the Boom Boom star kill. Looks like he's got it. Alright, now here's Horsedad's fire route. Ooh, he wanted to grab that rightmost ice block, but didn't quite get it, so won't be able to maintain P-speed. So he's just gonna try to get through as quickly and safely as possible. A lot of lag right there. You gotta be precise with your jumps. But he makes it through. Well, Calls in 6-4, gets a little swat from the spinning platform and boost on to the end of the level. Now Horsedad in the third fortress, which, as long as you maintain P-speed, is not too difficult at all. Looking great. Let's see if Call goes for the despawn in 6-5. I think he may have lost... No, oh, well, that's interesting. I have not seen that before. I didn't think it would happen at all, but it just it despawned the leftmost nipper, and that is absolutely the first time I've seen that happen. Alright, the cloud is in a good spot for Call. No chance of the star getting in his way now. Now, there's a couple of ways to fire kill Lemmy at the end of World 6 here. Oh, we reviewed the tape on that one, Eli, and he actually jumped over the shell. We had to watch it several times, but that's what happened there. He didn't die; he just jumped it. There are a couple of different ways to fire kill Lemmy at the end of the airship here. We used to kind of bounce between him and the wall, which is super unreliable and usually just kicks you back out to the left. But I've seen Horsedad do this newer strat where you just stand just to the left of him and shoot him twice with like on his way up, and then twice on his way down, and then jump on his head, and then do it 3 more times. Something to that effect. I'm curious to see if he goes for it here. I think he will. No, you went for the old strat. That's interesting. Well, it's new to me. I've only just seen it recently. Either way, he gets through without losing fire, and that's a win. Here we have Call in 6F3. Jumping through the obstacles. And makes it through to the rising and falling room here. Alright. Wow. That is a first try clip. Horsedad is... I don't know. He's utterly destroying everything so far. Using a damage boost to get over that pipe. And moves on. Meanwhile, Call is entering the World 6 airship. Horsedad moves on to 7-3, which pretty straightforward level with some fun bounces. Sometimes you can get hung up on a pixel on that little slope at the bottom of that hill. And looking good. Then the next few levels are not very eventful. We're going to cloud over the long underwater auto-scroller, 7-4. And then we use 2 P-Wings here. And the next 2 levels. And they're pretty much automatic. Call, whew. Thankfully, Call picked up that leaf because got a little quick on the trigger on that second jump, and Lemmy wasn't quite out. So he took a hit, but he will still be big, so he can attempt the clip in 7-1. And Horsedad finishing up the second of the 2 automatic levels. And then the real World 7 begins. And there's a few different ways you can go about these next 3 levels, but I'm just gonna wait and see what he does because I can't predict it. Doing a starless 7-8, while Call starts jumping at the wall, attempting to clip. Fifth try. Horsedad with a beautiful 7-8. If you asked me to pick out a mistake so far, I couldn't think of one. All right. This is a risky play. Dangerous level. Death here would lose about 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, but a lot. No worries. Ooh. Call. It's knocked down to Small Mario at the end there, but makes it through. Luckily, a power-up is not needed for 7-3, so no worries there. Horsedad will put the plant to sleep and move on to the airship. Absolutely blazing World 7 for him. Disgusting pace. Alright, call 7-3, looking good. Runs right under the two jumping Koopa Troopas. And we'll move on to the automatic levels. World 7 is the longest airship. World 4 is the slowest, but World 7 is the longest. It just keeps going and going and going. Call's PB is a 54.32, while Horsedad has a 51.40. Call flies over the wall, and 7-6 is over. I hope you enjoyed 7-6. All right. Now Call moves on to the nitty-gritty levels. Also goes for a starless 7-8. See how he does. Ooh, ooh. Good jump off the edge of the pipe, keeping his Super Mario. Passes the hammer. Takes a hit. He's going to have to be careful here. And he gets through. Alright, let's see if Horsedad goes for a fire kill. No, not feeling it. I don't blame him. Alright. Now, Call has clouded 7-9 and will also attempt the fortress. Whoa, I did not expect that. Whew. All right. Horsedad moves on to the first of two auto-scrollers before the dreaded hands. Speaking of the hands, let's go and start this up. All right, what you want to do is try to guess the total number of hands for our runners. Could be as little as 0, could be as high as infinity. If someone were to enter a hand level, die, enter a hand level, die again, until the end of time. Not likely, but it, technically possible. A lot of zeros. A lot of people want to see Horsedad run this thing out. All right, Call picking up the first of two power-ups on World 7 airship. Very gracious of the game to give you those, so you can always enter World 8 with fire. The trick about these auto-scrollers is just to not get too crazy. You have to find a nice, safe way to do them, and then just do that every time. Or else you can find yourself in a bad situation without realizing it. All right. If he gets a good pattern here, he could get boomerangless. No. Although that is the favorable pattern if you don't get boomerangless, so technically the second best bro movement he could hope for. Moving on to the ship. No, dying while swagging is not recommended. That's too much swag. Swag and dragon. All right, Call enters the Ludwig fight. Takes his time and leaves World 7 at 45:33. Swagging while dying. Now, that's a little different. If your fate is already sealed, you might as well look good while doing it. In my opinion, for what it's worth. All right, let's see if Horsedad can... Ooh, questionable boat swag. Didn't get very deep and didn't maintain for very long. That's probably about 2 hands. And just as Horsedad is finishing up the boats, Call enters the first tank. All right, here come Horse's hands. Ugh. First hand. The worst hand. But as a consolation prize, you get a leaf. All right, 1 hand. Still on a blistering pace. Ooh, Call takes a hit. I think it was from a wrench. Loses fire, so he's gonna have to try to re-grab that in the boat, which is a very difficult maneuver. Well, Horsedad navigates the fast airship. Oh, he's definitely on 52 pace. He's on a low 52 pace. Again. Hopping in the booth together? Well, that might be tricky, seeing as how my best times to commentate are while you're at work, and vice versa. Oh, you're talking to Sonic. Ha! Sorry. Oh, you're just saying that. All right, 8-1 is a level. Let me tell you. To Horsedad, it's just another obstacle. (8-2) features the return of our old friend, the Angry Sun. Makes you wonder why there's a sun in a land full of darkness, but you know, I don't ask these questions. I leave that up to you guys. It's just some kind of opposite land. That was a good twist, though. I mean, who expected that sun to pop out in that level? Especially, he doesn't start in the level. You don't see him at the beginning. And then as soon as you get to, like, the toughest part, jumping across those note blocks, it's like, surprise, the sun's back! Hope this doesn't stress you out. Alright, Call finishing up the ship, and Horsedad, the fortress, will move on to the last 2 levels. Alright, how many hands for Call? First hand. Hopefully that's all, so we can have an even distribution. Horsedad getting especially close to that explosion. And Call gets grabbed by the third hand as well, so... He does have a chance to pick up fire here, though, so... That is a small consolation. Alright. So how do you... How do you end the the hand game? Well, not anymore. Oh, answer? Okay. Ah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Yep, Horsedad is on a very low 52 pace. Looking completely unstoppable so far this tournament. As I said before, he has the only 52 in the tournament so far. And looks to be on his way to grabbing his second. My goodness. This is... Wow. Insane. Insane. Horsedad's time is a 52:06, which just improved his best race time that he set last race of a 52:11. And if I'm not mistaken, moves him up in the top 5 list as well. Yes, that moves him from 4th to 3rd. He passes Cujo, who had a time of 52:10. Absolutely bonkers. Forgot to stop his timer. Yeah, he's probably having a heart attack right now. All right, let's mark him as done. And all right. No, not a real PB. His best time ever is 51:40. Oh man. And just like that, he's gone. He said, "Hey Chuck, I'm going to pass on the interview. I got pizza to eat. Thank you for commentating, and GG to the call." And then he left. I don't know if Horsedad is a real person or just this phantom that showed up to be in the tournament. No one will ever know. Anyway, let's cheer on Call, who has been having a very good race. But wow, when Horsedad pulls out numbers like that, what can you do? Horsebot 9000. Oh yeah, yeah. If I had pizza waiting for me, I'd probably cut out too. Ooh! Call almost getting shot in the face by that cannon. Good reaction to jump again. Alright. Super tanks are down. All that's left is Bowser's Castle. Let's see if he goes for any swag clips here. I went for it. Went for another. Could be a 55. Gotta hurry though. Ooh. Yeah, we're looking at a 56 possibility. All right. Good pattern. And he's done. Uh, 56:16 is the official time. All right. As I said before, Horsedad will move on to round 4 to face Lasso after his upset of 6 seed Calco. Call moves down into the loser bracket, who will await the winner of LK and Demon Battler. And that race is set to happen on Sunday at 10 a.m. All right, let's mark him as done. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're good, you're good. I mean, what can I say? I wonder if I'll have any interviews today. Let's see. Oh, yep, I see call. Oop. Should be here any moment. All right, what else? Checking the schedule here. Oh, whoop. Where was that message? Oh, there it is. All right, should be. All right, I'm joined by the call. How are you?
Hi, chap. Fine, thanks. Ah, man, could I avoid to die in that way in the very first, just to keep this race a bit. I mean, I don't know, a bit more on the edge. Yeah, but
yeah.
Then against the 52.6.
Oh yeah.
Can actually.
Horsedad was on an absolute tear. I mean, leaving no room for error. But
that's crazy.
Tell us about your run. How did that feel overall?
And it started very poorly. I missed the leaf strat in the fortress. Then I died in 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
No forecast that could have happened because I actually never tested that level as small Mario. So
I take credit for that because I commentator cursed you on 1-5. So I really apologize.
I mean, but then after that, I mean, looking at my split, it was more or less on PB pace. So.
Yeah, after World 1, you really shook off the dust and played really well for the rest of the game, I thought.
Yeah, I also missed an early hammer. I don't know if you noticed that. I actually missed an early hammer.
That's right.
When I actually recognized that there was an early hammer, it was too late because because when usually the hammer is in that position, I usually prioritize to not to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
So that try to mesh right so that to hit the right frame. And then okay, I skipped, but I skipped the hammer, but all good. Then I was checking the other hammer, but the direction was facing. Oh my god, it was facing right off.
Yeah, it's funny. I noticed that too, and then you stopped moving, and I could tell you were watching them, and you thought, oh no,
yeah,
hammer's behind you.
Luckily, and I couldn't even skip the one level because he had the end panel game.
Yeah, never worth it to skip one level.
No, because I could have done a level that I don't know really well. I mean, I know the Fortress in War 4 a bit because I did 100% in the past, so I more or less I know how to do that level, but then the rest of the run was okay.
So someone posted a clip that reminded me. I think it was World 3 airship. It looked like you got hit right in the face by a cannonball. Like,
oh yeah, you're right.
That was crazy. I don't know how that went through you.
I don't know as well. I just oh god, what I'm doing? I'm playing like an idiot. Okay, I'm going through the flower and then okay, I don't know why I steal the flower. Okay, I'll take it. Go, let's move on. And okay, what can I say? And yeah, apart from that, also RNG was really good. I mean, the early hammer. I for the first time I got boxless in War 4.
That's right.
Never got that.
Yeah, both of you guys had really good luck. Horsedad had one hand. You had two. He had first try clip, 7-1 clip. Yeah, like everything went great for Horsedad.
If for scoring a 52, everything has to be pretty much perfect. So
yeah,
I cannot really complain. I also got a very strange, another weird thing that happened in 6-5. That actually despawned the right.
That's right.
Instead of the left. But I noticed that okay, I'm going to die here because I never faced this. Okay, so I just stay all on the left and hope for the best. And unfortunately, luckily for me, everything went fine.
Yeah, that was really strange. I commented that's the first time I've ever seen the left one despawn instead of the right. But you handled it.
If it was the first time for you, you can imagine for me. So, yeah, it was kind of strange, but I mean, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this run. I mean, the beginning was what it was. Then I kind of wrapped up everything and played decent.
Oh yeah.
Overall. I mean, some mistakes here and there because I'm still learning. But
yeah. Well, speaking of that, is there anything in particular that you wanna work on and improve before the next race?
There's a lot of stuff I should improve. It's hard because even thinking of something now there's a lot of stuff I should work on, definitely. For 5, probably 5-4. A lot of stairs, too much stuff I need to work on.
It looked like the strats you're using were good strats, good updated strats. Maybe just weren't performed quite as cleanly as they could be. Just maybe lots of turnbacks or just maybe lose P-speed halfway. But man, I commented you were dodging obstacles left and right, like just with all these close calls. It was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, my races are never trivial to watch. Last time I got a coin ship. This time I skipped an early hammer and happy stuff happens. So at least that I can involve people. I cannot be competitive against Horsedad, of course. That was not a surprise, but hey, I for something cool to watch. In any case.
Well, your tournament is not over. You will be waiting for the winner of the LK Demon Battler match.
I know.
Which is on Sunday.
I have a bit of time to practice now.
Oh, yes.
Okay, which is okay. If LK wins, LK is not scary opponent. I don't know the Demon Battler, but I know LK from SMB3, and he's a pretty scary opponent. It's this kind of opponent that learn fast, so...
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
It's not gonna be an easy...
LK's last race was a 59-51. Demon Battler had a 118-44. So I do believe you have the experience on both of them, but anything could happen.
Yeah, of course.
So best of luck to you.
Thanks, Chuck. Thanks.
No problem. As for the rest of the tournament, we have no more races today. The next one is tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern between Buster B and Esmo. And then we have a big chunk on Thursday. We have 4 races on Thursday starting at 12:30 a.m. That is just after midnight. Gameaholic versus Zugman. And then at 4 a.m., Svene and Sharky. And then at 7 p.m., myself and Brockus. And then at 9 p.m. to finish out the day, Cujo and Narfman.
Wow.
Yeah. Good lineup.
Pretty great lineup. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately for me, not very hero-friendly time, so I will be not able to watch too much. I will try to catch up some rebroadcasts here and there.
What time is it for you right now?
Now it's 10:15 in the evening. So.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
well, that
+6 respect to New York Times. So.
Okay. Well, I think that's all for us now. Again, GG Call. Good luck in the rest of your tournament.
GG to Horsedad, of course, and congrats for your impressive performance. It's gonna be a threat for everyone, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see if we have anything coming up on speed gaming. This schedule is so hard for me to read. It looks like there's a lot going on right now. We have on Speed Gaming 3, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. On Speed Gaming 4, Super Metroid. Celeste over on Speed Gaming 5. And Link to the Past Randomizer on Speed Gaming Main, no number. So lots to choose from, whatever you may be into. But that will finish us up today. Hope you all enjoyed the race, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye all. Bye-bye.